Hey everybody, it's me, Margaret, and I am back to talk about massage guns because I am a firm believer that no home should be without one. Now, they've been all the craze recently. We've seen them everywhere, but turns out it's not a phase. What it is percussive massage therapy that is now brought affordably to the home. You'll see these being used on professional athletes. The trainers stand behind them while they're on the sidelines and things like that. That's all well and good, but how can the average person benefit from these things? Now, I am not even the average person. I'm considered a senior by my birthday, yet I am active. I work out hard 3 days a week. I do pickleball on my off times, and I ride my bike, and I just am an active person. But this has its benefits for people who are inactive as well. If you are having problems because you work at a desk for long periods of time, you get really tight or stiff up here, you are nursing an old injury that comes back all the time, or in the case of my daughter, who is active but recently had to have knee surgery, totally unrelated to any kind of injury or anything, long story. She used this as part of her recovery, increasing the blood flow around the area and also decreasing some inflammation that she was experiencing, and that was okayed and encouraged by her physical therapist. Now, I'm holding two right here, and full disclosure that both of them were sent to me. I did not purchase them on my own, but it's with the understanding that I was giving my honest, 100% honest review on these things. This is the Opove M3 Pro, and currently it's not being sold on Amazon anymore. It has sold out, and their upgraded version of this. Actually, Opove has like 5 or 6 different models, and their upgraded version is available. I'm not sure when this one is going to come back online, but I know you can buy it at other places and other stores. Great gun. I love this thing, and that's the one I've had the longest. Well, the people at Recoverfun saw that I had reviewed this, and they said, hey, if you've got that one, I think you want to see this one. I want you to compare it to what you had before. So I was like, well, okay, I'd be happy to do that. There is not a huge difference between the two of these, but one is a better value, this Recoverfun, than the Opove, but they're both excellent guns. Now, there's several things to look for when you're choosing a massage gun, and first and foremost, I would say, would be the weight. If it's too heavy, you're not going to want to use it. Now, both of these happen to weigh the exact same, which is 2 pounds, 2.3 pounds to be exact, and that's good. It feels a little heavy in my hands, being a small person. I'm 5'2", 119 pounds right now, and I would, you know, it is a little heavy, but not so heavy I can't wheel it and use it comfortably. That being said, I really do enjoy the small version of the Recoverfun, and this is much, much lighter. This is about 1 pound. But I consider this one completely in a different class. It's a class by itself. So let's talk about the mini massage gun in just a second. Now, another obvious thing you're going to want to consider would be the power in these guns. How powerful are they? And there's 2 things that you want to consider with that. And one would be the number of repetitions when you turn it on, you know, the per second, and then also the amplitude, which would actually be the distance from starting, like where it starts to how far it juts out and comes back each time. And in the case of these 2 machines, the Opove M3 Pro is 12 millimeters and this one's 13 millimeters. So this one does have a little bit higher amplitude, which would be desirable in most cases, but only 1 millimeter, I'm not sure that that's that big of a deal. For someone like me, who is not a bodybuilder and really into the details of that sort of thing, I can't tell the difference, and I can't feel the need to have anything any stronger than that. So that's from me, average user me. And as far as how fast the thing goes, well, that varies. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 different speeds, and this one has 3 different speeds. Now, another thing you'd want to consider is how loud they are. And these are basically the same. This is at the lowest setting right here, but to give you more scientific information, I have to read it off this chart. The Oppo M3 Pro is 35 decibels up to 55 decibels, and that's because you have 3 speeds, so naturally when you go higher, it's going to get louder. And then the Recoverfun starts at 36 and goes to 52 decibels. So its loudest setting, which is even higher than this, 3 settings and 4 settings. The highest one is actually quieter than the highest setting on this that only has 3. Am I explaining that right? So all in all, I'd have to say that Recoverfun is possibly a little bit quieter, but very, very close. Now, another important thing that you'd want to consider is battery life. Now, the average, if you read all the reviews online, you'll see that the average is somewhere between 2 to 3 hours, and that's what this falls into. I think we have the Oppo lasts for about 180 minutes, and the Recoverfun goes for 210 minutes. But let me tell you what, I don't use it for that long. So back to what we're saying with the average user. The average user is not going to sit there for several hours at a time using these massage guns. So when you get finished using it for one session, just go plug it in. I mean, I don't see where that's a big problem. Now, if I were a trainer and I had a team that I was taking care of, yeah, I would want it to last long, because I would also be outside where there wasn't ready plugs available or something. I don't know, I'm not a trainer, but my point being is just for an individual, an average person, use it for a little while, probably about 30 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour max, and then go charge it again. I mean, is that really a big deal? Maybe I'm overlooking something. Now, in this particular Oppo, the battery is removable. You have a little button here and you just pull it out, and that means it can be replaced if it were to wear out. And it's pretty easy to just slide back in like that. That's a plus. Not all the Oppo models offer that release battery like that, the releasable battery. And the same is true for the Recoverfun. It has a replaceable battery too, although you really can't tell. It's hidden, and it just has this little sign that says press down here, and you press and pull and it comes out so you can replace it. So that's kind of neat in that design. So you'll press this button on the Oppo and then pull this portion out. And here you just press right there. You can kind of feel it give, and then you pull it out. Now, another thing that you may consider important is portability, and they both come with little cases, and we're going to look in each one. I actually sent this one with a friend of mine because she was experiencing some ongoing back problems that she's had forever and couldn't get to chiropractor because she had to go on a trip, and she said it made a huge difference, and so did the chiropractor when she got back. Said it made a big difference in keeping it loose while she was gone. Now, because this is all black, I'm going to take these things out, but you can see that they have all their little special niches where you slide them in. There's a place for all this stuff. The charging cord, which is actually over there that I haven't included, and each of the attachments. Now, these 4 attachments are basic. If you were to buy any other brand, if you're looking to buy any other brand, they at least need to have these 4 right here. Now, this one is used for like down your spine, on either side of your spine, or for your Achilles tendon or something like that. This one is for large muscle groups. It's just flat plastic like that, and so it's kind of a multi-purpose type thing. This one is made for deep tissue massage. So if you have knots in your upper back or in your shoulders or something like that, this is what you would use to sort of drill down in there and get underneath the lying layers in order to take care of whatever the issue might be. And this is the one that everybody tends to gravitate towards. It's just I don't know how to describe it. It's not exactly a soft foam, but it is some sort of foam. It's very light, and I don't know. Everybody reaches for this one first when I show them these guns. And then we have the Recoverfun, and this is where the difference really comes into play. The Recoverfun is just a better value, and let me show you why. And again, you have all the special little places to where each one fits, but in this case, you not only get the gun and your charger, which again is over there somewhere, but you get 6 of these attachments. let's take them out and see what we got. Okay, you have this one that we just talked about with that goes down the spine and Achilles tendon or whatever. And then you have this flat one, which is good for large muscle groups. This one happens to have some sort of raised stuff on it there. Not sure what that's about. This one is a deep tissue massage. It's kind of a bullet shape. And then you have that one that everybody gravitates towards, which I think is so funny. But here you've got two that really shine. Now, these are poofy. They have air in them, and you can really see where they give. Can you see that? If I push on it, it gives, and this one really gives. This one's actually referred to as the senior attachment, which is good on, you know, for senior bodies, or I would like to say elderly people who, you know, this much pressure might not be as good. You just want to be a little bit more gentle. It's also good for serious injuries. When you're just helping them recover, you want to be gentle while you increase that blood flow. Now, it's important to note that you can buy accessories individually for these guns, but isn't it great that you get more for a lesser price right here for Recoverfun? So what are the prices of these machines right now? Well, it's important to note that as of this recording, which is November 2nd, 2020, the Oppo M3 Pro is not available on Amazon. I'm not sure when it will be. You can buy it in other stores, but then again, the prices are going to vary. But you can get the upgraded version of this for $199. And the difference is not that great. It has 4 speeds, it has a longer battery life, and it is a 15mm stroke length amplitude, like this one was a 13mm. I don't know. For the average consumer, I'm not sure that makes that big of a difference. The battery is not removable in the upgraded version of this Opove, and it is louder at 45 to 63 decibels. And it comes with 5 attachments. Still, Recoverfun gets 6. So Recoverfun with the 6 attachments, it's going for $169 on Amazon right now, and you can also buy it from their website at the same price. But you know, that goes back. Is this an excellent gun? It is. This is as well, and you get the additional attachments. So there's that. But I would highly recommend both of these that I'm holding in my hand. I'm going to link them both below. I'm actually going to be linking the upgraded version of this below at $199. But if you want the better value, this is $169 and comes with the 6 attachments. And now I want to talk about the Mini. And it's going to come to you in this little box like this. And obviously, it can't have the same amount of power as this. For example, the amplitude is only 6mm, so that's half of what these guys can do. So it comes in this little box like this, and with it you get 4 attachments, and they're the 4 basic attachments that we talked about before. So it also charges with a USB cord, which is provided, but you have to provide your own brick to plug it into the wall. So that's fine. So talk about portability. This one's really easy because it's very light. You can take it out, take all the pieces and parts out of the box and put it in this little bag, and off you go. So that's terrific. Or just take the box. As a matter of fact, I took the full-size Recoverfun and the Mini to my sister and brother-in-law's not too long ago. My brother-in-law, who is a huge researcher before he buys anything, and he's a big workout person, I thought he'd really like this. And he had never heard of massage guns, so I was happy to introduce it to him. But while I was there, he throws himself into the research, as he always does, and he ended up buying the Recoverfun massage gun. And then later, Shelly wanted him to buy the smaller one too, and he surprised her with that the next morning. And it's important to note that my brother-in-law is a rocket scientist. He's an aerospace engineer. He does a lot of research, and he buys only top quality things. So he was very pleased with not only the price on this, the performance on this, and the value, because you get those 6 attachments that go with it. But anyway, this one has its benefits too. Weighing in at only 1 pound, or to be more precise, 0.5 kilograms. That's what you got with the Mini. Now, if you ordered this one off of Amazon, pink is the only color that I see available. at this moment. I did not search around to see if there were separate listings, but the link that I was provided by the manufacturer, who, by the way, I love those people at Recoverfun. Whoever I've been speaking with is got the best personality and so easy to work with. The link that he provided me was only for the pink one, but if you want a red one or a black one, you can order that off their website, and I'll link that down below as well. And even at its highest, it's pretty quiet. So I really, really like this. And again, my sister liked it too. So that is an awesome Christmas gift. All of these would make excellent holiday gifts. And here we are in November, so now's the time to be talking about that. So again, links in the description box below. I think I covered everything that an average user would need to know. If you have any specific questions that I may or may not be able to answer, put them in the comment section. I'll try to do my best or direct you to the person who can help you. But thanks for watching. Talk soon. Bye. All of these, by the way, I forgot to mention this, have a safety shut off after about 10 or 15 minutes, so you just turn it back on. I think that's in case you fall asleep. It's going to turn itself off for you and not keep going. Or my kid is playing with it, you know, and sets it down and walks away. It turns itself off automatically. And the same thing is true for this one as well.